Chapter 8 Reflection. Once upon a time, there was a king who loved all the people and animals in his kingdom. The king was very generous. He had many parks and places of amusement for his people. In a far-away village, he had made a grand hall with 1,000 mirrors on the walls. The mirrors were arranged in such a way that anyone who entered the hall saw his own reflection in all the mirrors. People used to visit the place and enjoy. In the king's court, Buddhiraj was a minister. He was very close to the king and was a very wise man. One day, the king called Buddhiraj and asked him, "Buddhiraj, how are the people enjoying themselves in the mirror hall?" Buddhiraj thought for a moment and replied after some time, "Your Highness, I shall reply to your question after a few days." First of all, Buddhiraj visited the hall himself but could come to no conclusion. Then he set up his camp at the village where the mirror hall was built and stayed there. He inquired from all the visitors but still could not get a satisfactory conclusion. After about a month, he could not find an answer to the question put up by the king. Desperate to find an answer, he approached a learned hermit who lived in the remote hills of the kingdom. The hermit smiled and said, "Buddhiraj, it is a very simple question. It does not have the same answer for different people. It may be good for someone, whereas it may be bad for others." This answer further confused the minister and he inquired, "How?" The hermit suggested him to search for two types of people. One who is always happy and optimistic. The other who is always frustrated and angry. Send them on different days to the mirror hall and get their views. Buddhiraj, following the hermit's advice, visited many villages in search of two types of people. In one village, he saw a man fighting with his friends. He stood and observed the man for some time. He walked to the man and asked his name. The man turned towards Buddhiraj and said, "What will you do with my name?" Buddhiraj smiled at him and replied, "I am a minister from the king's court. I will give you some work to do and you will be rewarded for the same." The man just nodded his head and said, "It's all right. Come back when you have the reward ready. Do not waste my time now." Relieved to find one type of the person as suggested by the hermit, he moved ahead in search of another happy person. After a week's search, he saw a young man sitting on the bank of a river all alone and singing a melodious song. Buddhiraj sat under a tree and asked his soldiers to go and bring the man to him. When the man was brought to him, Buddhiraj asked him, "Young man, with such a sweet voice, what makes you sing all alone here?" The man smiled and gently replied, "Sir, who says I am alone? The river, the fishes in it, the trees, the cattle and my God are with me." Buddhiraj smiled and asked that man to accompany him to his camp. The young man readily agreed. One day, the minister sent him to the hall with 1,000 mirrors. The man, upon reaching the hall, was so thrilled to see his numerous images that he started singing. And, to his surprise, he could hear the echo of his song which he thought were the songs being sung back to him by all the images. Upon reaching the camp in the evening, he told Buddhiraj, "Sir, that mirror hall is really a heaven on earth. There are so many nice singers like me who sing much more melodiously than me. I wish to always stay in such a paradise." After a few days, Buddhiraj sent his soldier to bring the angry man and sent him to the mirror hall. Upon reaching the place and seeing so many images, the man remarked angrily, "What wastage of money by fools!" He heard his own echo and saw so many faces with a frown. Being frustrated by all this, he hurled abuses and was abused back by his echoes. He walked out and upon reaching the camp, he told Buddhiraj to keep the award with himself. He further said, You sent me to such a hell of a place where no one can stay, and went back to his village. Now Buddhiraj got the reply to his question. He went to the king and narrated the whole story. The king was happy. He said now he has understood that beauty lies not in the thing but in the eyes that see it. A. Put a tick on the correct option.